बैक करना पड़ेगा। मैं बैक हो जाती, मेरा हेड बैक हो जाता, बैकग्राउंड को बैकग्राउंड नहीं दिखता।
अच्छा okay. Should be all set. इसमें लिंक ही डाले थे ना आप इस मीटिंग का।
लिंक
ले लूंगा ऐसे।
ये देखो मेरा हेड कटता है, आप देखिए बैक में जाती हूँ।
ऐसे आ रहा है बैकग्राउंड का यही समस्या है, लाइटिंग के कारण बैकग्राउंड है थोड़ा।
यार हाँ
इंट्रोड्यूस करा दो।
आप कर दो फिर स्कैन कर देंगे।
हरिओम 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 everyone. I'd like to introduce to you Swamini Sadvidyanand Saraswati. She has been a Vedanta teacher for more than 30 years and has teaches in Gujarat and has toured around the world many times. She is one of the few people that do teach Vedanta as a guru. And what that means is she is a proper teacher at heart and is focused on helping people learn Vedanta. She has given talks that cover almost the entire Prasthanatraya, which includes hundreds of talks just on the Gita alone. We're fortunate to have her here for the week, and so she agreed to come here and give a talk on the meaning of prayer, given the hall that we're in, sorry, the mandir we're in, and the fact that we're all here for the puja as well. So we'll have the talk here. I will have a sign-up sheet if you'd like to leave your contact info. We also have programs for the rest of the weekend that go into Srimad Bhagavatam, and that we will have selected verses that go into the meanings of the dialogues that happen in Bhagavatam itself. With that, I will hand it over to Swamiji. Yeah.
ये भी रखना है, ये आपका रखना पड़ेगा। We have to start it, recording, records. ओम हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आन शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ महागणाधिपतये नमः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधितमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः Today's topic is purpose of prayer. In our Vedantic culture, from the childhood we are asked to pray. So the prayer becomes the part of our life. But what is the purpose? Why should I pray? So we have to understand the purpose. Generally, what we do, I want this and therefore I pray Bhagwan. So we are asking something. So in Gita, 7th chapter, Bhagwan has given nice verse. Chaturvidha bhajante mam janaha sukrutinot. There are 4 Chaturvidha. 4 types of the people are worshipping. Artha jignasu artharthi gnani cha bharatarshava. Artha, the one who is in pain, in trouble. Then we do the prayer to get out of it. Suppose there is some disease is there, whatever local means are there, we have tried, didn't work. Then we pray to Bhagwan. Then artharthi. Artha means desire. One who wants to fulfill his or her desire. We try the local things, doesn't work. Like Dashrath, King Dashrath, we all know, wanted to have sons. Then Vasishtha, Guru, Rajguru, he suggested you do the Putra Kameshti, called Artharthi. To fulfill the desire, we pray to Bhagavan. Jignasu. Word Jignasu is a very beautiful word. This is the beauty of Sanskrit. Any verb you can add the meaning of the desire. Mumukshu. Much dhatu. Then you add that, it's called san pratyaya. Very beautiful. So any word can get converted into that. So gna dhatu is there, to know. You add that san pratyaya, jignasa, desire to know. Jignasu, one who is desirous to know. Mumukshu, one who is desirous to be liberated. So instead of telling there, bhakta, sadhaka, Bhagavan is using the word jignasu. We have to understand this. Means, what is the jignasa? What do you want to know? Who is Bhagavan? Who is the Lord? Who am I? Because whatever definitions about yourself or introductions you give is all relative. Don't think Einstein started the relativity. Understand? We already knew. Whatever introduction you give me, that is all relative. From the standard of relation, from the standard of the place. I'm from Tamil Nadu, I'm from Telugu, I'm from India. I am man, I am woman, I'm tall, I am short. It's all relative. But who am I? Who is the Lord? We are doing all this prayer here, puja. Who is the Lord? So this desire to know is called jignasu. Jignasu also is bhakta. Not only that, gnani cha. A wise person is also the devotee of Bhagavan. So this word tells that people, those who are mundane people like sansari, they are also bhakta. The person who is a seeker, he is also bhakta. The person who has fulfilled the desire to know, wise person also is a devotee. That means devotion is common to all. We have to understand. There is no special path or special sampradaya for bhakti. Everybody is devotee. But there is a difference in that. What is the difference? First two are not interested in Bhagwan, understand? They don't care who is Bhagwan, why Bhagwan. I want and he fulfills my desire. You know? So he doesn't have any interest in who is Bhagwan. Understand? He wants to fulfill his desire. He wants to get rid of whatever kind of the difficulties in his life. That's why it is called sadhana bhakti. Sadhana means he is using Bhagwan. Is a means. Bhagwan is a means to gain something. Bhagwan is a means to get rid of the whatever adversities are there in the life. So it's called sadhana bhakti. Bhagwan is sadhana means. Jignasu is a sadhya. He wants to know Bhagwan. So the goal of his life is Bhagwan. That's why it's called sadhya bhakti. And gnani cha, the wise person is called siddha bhakti. He has known that me and Bhagwan are not separate. So he has understood the oneness between the Lord and the individual. And therefore it's called Siddha Bhakti, accomplished. But all are devotees, understand? That's why next verse Bhagavan says, Udaraha hi te sarve. Udaraha means what? They are all utkrishta. They are all great. You know? It's not that Bhagavan is giving the category somebody is great and somebody is not. Understand? He's just giving us that. So if we see this, it looks like that, okay, for something I'm praying to Bhagavan. But really, what is the purpose of prayer? We have to understand. See, in this culture, anybody does anything or give anything, we say thank you. One granny was telling me that she has a 2 years old grandchild, boy. So she asked him, can you please get me these things? And this boy brought. And then she started working in the kitchen. This boy was standing this, like that. And what? What happened, Pawan? Oh, you didn't tell me thank you, Nanamma. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome, Nanamma. So we say thank you. It's nice. That means anybody who is helping you, doing something for you, give you flower or card, you say thank you. So I always give these two examples. In the school, whether it is in Bharat or in America, understand, what we learn in the school is all wrong. I was telling other day, Krishna, this twinkle, twinkle, little star. In the first sentence itself is false. There is no twinkling star, understand? And there is no small star. All stars are even 1,000 times bigger than our sun. The first sentence itself is wrong sentence. Everything what we learn in the school is ulta, in Hindi it's called ulta. Wrong education. Sun rises in the eastern sky, right? That is what we learn in the school, right? Sun rises in the eastern sky. Now listen to my sentence. Sun rises in eastern sky, or the direction in which sun rises is eastern. You see the difference? Sun doesn't rise in eastern sky. The direction in which sun rises is called eastern sky. Right? Sky is blue. Sky is not blue. We didn't hire some painting people to go and paint the sky. So all from the beginning, that's how we are taught. So there is another word is there in this science book. There are two types of activities: voluntary activities, involuntary activities, right? In the body, there are two types: voluntary activities, involuntary activities. What is involuntary activities? Breathing, digestion, blood circulation, functioning of the kidney. We call it involuntary. Now, suppose I say the train is running, but there is no driver. You sit in that train. Behind any activities, there is a conscious being, right? For any, suppose you say, oh, it is a driverless car. Now, Tesla, driverless car. It's not driverless, understand? There is a remote control is going on. There's a program. It is programmed by conscious being. So when it is a program, that means some conscious being is working behind it. So in Shastra, there is a sentence, very beautiful sentence. Samhatanam pararthatvat. Understand this sentence. Samhata means assembled. Para means chaitanya, consciousness. Anything which is being assembled is by conscious being and for conscious being. Understand? Car is assembled by conscious being and it is for the conscious being, for you. The person who is going to use the car is also conscious being. Person who created the car is also conscious being. Understand? It's beautiful sentence. Samhatanam pararthatva. What is samhata? Assembled. So, my teacher, Swami Dayanand ji, in Pennsylvania, we have ashram, Ashvidya Peetam. If you have heard, in Poconos, we have ashram. So, he has given very beautiful definition for this word samhata or sanghata. Like computer, laptop, mic, mobile, cell phone, table, this building. Everything is called assembled. So what is the sanghata? Intelligently put together to serve a purpose. Look at this. There is an intelligence behind it. That means the conscious being is there because knowledge resides in the conscious being. Knowledge is not in this table. Understand? It's inert. Intelligently put together to serve a purpose. So any sanghata, there is a purpose is there. If we accept that, then we have to accept that this body also is what? Sanghata. This body is also assembled. Dehadi sanghata, that's why it's called. So this is also a sanghata. That means who created? Your parents created this body. You created this body. Understand? We didn't create this body. Do we run this body? There are 4 functions are there. Prana, first one, breathing. I always ask these children, do you breathe or breathing takes place? Some of the enthusiastic children, they'll say, I breathe. That's how they are, innocent. I breathe. Then I will ask, if you breathe, then you go to sleep, what will happen? Breathing takes place. You eat. Do you digest the food? 15th chapter, if you chant, in the 15th chapter, Bhagavan says what? Pachami annam chaturvidham. Understand? You eat. Then whole night Bhagavan is working for you. So morning you are hungry. Most complicated chemical reaction is our liver, our digestive system. If whatever chemical reactions are going on in the liver, in digestive system, if we want to do outside, we need minimum 100 square mile land. Just imagine. We have to have every plant, chemical plant. That's why I said intelligently put together. Our digestions. We eat. This heart, it pumps. Lup, dup, lup, dup, lup, dup. Suppose lup, 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 dup, what will you do? Huh? Remember one thing. When all of us were in the womb, only 6 weeks or 8 weeks, the heart is being there. Tiny heart. So I always ask this question. How long heart beats? How long heart beats? The answer will be all ulta. Till we live. Till we live heart beats or till heart beats we live? Beating. There is a blood circulation is going on. There is a whole nervous system is working. There's a whole network is there. So the digestive system is called samana vayu. Breathing is called prana vayu. This is called samana vayu. This is called vyana vayu. Vyana means vyapnoti iti, that which is all over the body, which is pervaded in the body, is called vyana. Then all purities, impurities are being removed, called apana vayu. Kidney. Most complicated is kidney, understand? So these 4 activities are going on. In science, we learn them as involuntary. It's not involuntary, understand? That's why there is a verse is there. Swase, swase, smara Rama. Every breath you have to remember the Lord. Why? Nishwase nahi vishwasa. It goes out, whether it will come back or not, you don't know, because you are not breathing, understand? Breathing takes place. Therefore, he's breathing for us. He's digesting food for us. He's pumping the heart. He's removing the impurities. Should we say thank you to Bhagavan? Hmm? It's not a choice. Prayer is not a choice. Understand? How much he is doing for us. This is internal. Externally also, when we say sun, see, every day we hear somebody, there was a blast, bombarding is there. Huh? Wherever there is a blast, everything will be shattered, right? Everything gets shattered. In sun, every second, millions of blasting is going on, correct? But it doesn't get shattered. Why? Who is holding it? Understand this. Millions and millions of blast is going on. And it's a simple gas. It's only hydrogen gas. It should get shattered in a second. Who holds that? When in the school, when I learned first time that Earth is orbiting around the sun, the first question came in my mind is how this Earth is hanging in the space. How it's hanging. One small boy, he learned in the school that Earth is globe. Now, children, whenever they learn something new, they have to tell it to somebody, grandma or mother or father, something, because they're excited to share. So this boy also wanted to tell because he was excited that, oh, our Earth is globe. Mother was not home. Grandma was there. And she didn't study in the school. Oh, grandma, you know what? My teacher told me Earth is a globe. Grandma didn't study. What? Yeah, my teacher told me. Her teacher doesn't know anything. Why? If it is a globe, we'll fall down. This boy thought, yeah, that is also true. If it is a globe, then we'll fall down. Simple. Then he started thinking, teacher told me this, grandma is telling this. Who is right? Now he got confused. He was so confused. So he just was sitting on the steps and waiting for mom. Because he himself couldn't digest things. So he was just sitting. So when his mom entered, what happened? Oh, mom, my teacher told me this is Earth is globe, and grandma is telling if it is a globe, then we'll fall down. Who is right, mom? Mom knows, how to. All these mothers, they are all expert. They have their own way of answering the children. So she got this volleyball. There was an ant on the volleyball. See, this ball is round. Yeah. See this ant here? Does it fall down? No. See, we also don't fall down. Understand? Ojasa, 15th chapter, Bhagavan says, with my strength, I'm holding everything on earth. Who is holding earth? If you see this, fire, air, water, all phenomena. But we have taken them for granted. That's why we call Varuna Devata, Agni Devata. Why Devata? So in the form of fire, in the form of Vayu, in the form of water, in the form of the sun, in the form of the moon, the Lord is functioning. Understand? We always think, oh, I am independent. I can do what I want to do. People, those who think that they are independent, I always give one example of one cup of tea. Nobody is lonely in this world. Everybody is connected. Everybody is connected. Morning, if you want to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, first thing you need is water, right? Earth is full of water, but that doesn't work. That means the sun is evaporating the water of the ocean, it becomes the cloud, then the air brings that cloud upon you and it rains. Yagyat bhavati parjanya hai. In Gita, Bhagavan says, because of these good deeds, yagya means good deeds, there is a rain. That water is being collected and then it comes to your home. Then coffee or tea. How many people are working to have a tea? There are tea gardens are there, and the early morning the ladies go to there and they pluck the tea leaves, then they get dried, then they get distributed. How many trucks, how many people are working? And in India, without milk, there is no tea. Milk means what? How many cow herds are there? How many cows are there? So many grazing land is there. Understand? Then you need sugar. That means sugar farms are there, sugar factories are there, distributors are there. That means if you want to have a one cup of tea, how many people are working? Look at that. Then you need gas, burner, iron, vessels. Just imagine. Just to have a cup of tea, whole universe is functioning. Then you get the cup of tea. You are connected to the universe. And therefore, all this we can see clearly. What is the time for them? I mean, duration. Is 1 hour or 45 minutes? 45. So we have to understand that externally, internally, so many factors are working so that we can live our life. And therefore, I always say prayer is an appreciation that how the Lord is functioning in our body in the form of the breathing, in the form of the digestion, in the form of the circulation, in the form of removing the impurities. Similarly, external. And therefore, purpose of prayer is that you have to say thank you, Bhagwan. You ask something, that is fine. You want something, you can ask for Bhagwan. That's not a big thing. But at least we should have that appreciation. In Sanskrit, we call the word krutagna. Kadardan, Hindi mein kehte hain. We should have an appreciation about the Lord, what all He is doing for us. He is making our life possible. My guru's guru, Swami Taranandji Maharaj, he was in Haridwar, Rishikesh. So when I started teaching Vedanta in 94, a lot of people are interested in some kind of the miracle, chamatkar ko namaskar kehte hain Hindi mein. So he asked me, how is going on your classes and all this. I said, Swamiji, people are more interested in chamatkaram instead of knowledge, So he was a great teacher. Then he asked me, do you know what is the biggest chamatkar miracle? I was like, he will go against miracle. And he said, do you know what is the biggest miracle in the world? I said, I don't know. They said, one drop is falling and falling into the drop, becomes the one cell, उसमें से हाथ निकलते हैं, पैर निकलते हैं, मस्तक निकलता है, 9 महीने में एक मनुष्य बन के निकलता है और 20 वर्ष में वो 6 फुट का हो जाता है. Is it not a miracle? Just imagine one cell. You start with one cell. In 20 years, it is 6 feet. Understand? Miracle is around us. Your breathing also is a miracle. Your digestion also is a miracle. I'm talking also is a miracle. Understand? And you are understanding, that is also miracle. And after understanding, you know, you remember, that is also miracle. How the rain is functioning, how sun is functioning, how body is functioning, we don't know. You know, I always tell, miracle means ignorance. Understand? Miracle means ignorance. Ignorance means you don't know the reason behind it. If you know the reason behind it, it is no more miracle. So if somebody is interested in miracle, that means he loves ignorance. He loves to be ignorant. That's why in the beginning I said, Bhagavan said for the word for the seeker is jignasu. He is a desirous of knowledge. And we don't go for the miracle, we go for the knowledge. That's why Veda, we say, also is coming from the same root, with, to know. So Veda means it is a body of knowledge. But our mind is more for miracle, you know. Ah, Swamiji, kuch to band hoga. We keep waiting, hoga. Hoga nahi, ho raha hai. It's happening. And therefore, whole purpose of our prayer is to appreciate the Lord, what all He is doing in our life, how He is making our life possible. Lastly, see, suppose this is in Bharat, this happened, like suppose the boy is graduated, then we have an application in different universities. But there, because of so many children are there, because of the population, government controls that. So we have to fill the form for application in engineering college, medical college, medicines and all that. So we have to write the preference. My preference for first college, engineering college, second engineering college, third engineering college. Then according to merits, we get that. So we fill the form and we have preferences. So I always tell, when you were to born, did you fill the form and told Bhagwan, huh? You know what? That Mani Amma, she can be my mother. Did you fill the form? Did you put the preferences there? No. Who decided who is going to be your parents? And also, when the woman is pregnant, did she fill the form? Oh, that Subbu, no, he is a very funny fellow. I don't want him as my child. Did you fill the form? Understand? Who decided? That's why remember one word, given. Everything is given to you. This body is given to you. Parents are given to you. When you come here, whatever our priest gives you, it is what? Prasadam, right? Anything comes from the Lord is called. See, this prasadam word is only in our culture, understand. Other culture, they don't understand what prasadam. They can't even pronounce, prasadam, they will say, because they don't have the dental. Tatha, da, they don't have. Prasadam. So not only what comes from the Lord in the temple is prasadam, understand. Everything is given. Sun also is prasadam, understand. Given by Bhagavan. Body is given by Bhagavan. Parents are given by Bhagavan. Children are given by Bhagavan, understand. House is given. That's why we have Lakshmi, Ashta Lakshmi we say. And Dhana also is a Lakshmi. Dhana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi, Santana Lakshmi, Saubhagya Lakshmi is married life. It's also Lakshmi, it's Lord. Santana Lakshmi, children also are prasadam. Graha Lakshmi, that is also prasadam. Vidya Lakshmi, Virya Lakshmi, Jaya Lakshmi. Everything is Bhagavan, given by Bhagavan. So that's why it's only not that you do the prayer. That appreciation has to be there in our mind, that everything is given to me. And the giver is the Lord. Sometimes we'll see who is God also, we have to understand. There also ulta hi chalta hai sab hamara. The Lord created the universe. This is also ulta, opposite. One who created the universe is called Lord. Understand? Not the Lord created the universe. But he is the one who is doing all this thing. And that's why the purpose of the prayer is that appreciation we should have all the time. Day and night we should have the appreciation. That's why our rishis have created this culture, beautiful culture. Morning when we get up, Karagre Vasate Lakshmi Karamule Saraswati, you start with that. Before you put your leg down, Samudre Vasane Devi Parvate Sthana Mandala, look at that. Before you go to the sleep also you do Karacharana Kritam va, Kayajam, Karmajam va, Shravanana. So that appreciation has to be there. It's not like how many mala you are doing or how many times you are going to the temple, but that in your heart, that appreciation for the Lord should be there. That is true prayer. And that's why whole human life is appreciative life, that what all things happening in my life is because of the Lord. And that appreciation is called prayer. Of course, we do the prayer, puja, rudrabhishekam. Of course, we have to do that. I'm not telling don't do it. But our attitude, our understanding behind that puja also should be there, that we are appreciating what they are doing. And that appreciation is called the prayer. Any question anybody want to ask? No question? We can complete. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om